Hi, I'm Jehan Wijayaratne. I'm the chairman of Jonathan's, the photography studio that has been in existence for the last 96 years. And today I'm being featured on Ask Me on High TV. So let's see how we do. So the first segment today is actually me. I'm told that there's going to be a bunch of questions and ask me.
Hi, Jehan.
Hi.
What would be one word to describe yourself?
Friendly.
If you had to change your name, what would your new name be and why would you choose that name?
Barack Obama. Well, because I think as a young president, he made a huge difference to the younger generation of Americans.
What is the most useless thing you've ever bought?
A vehicle that I bought in Australia that I regretted buying, that could be one of them.
What was the most embarrassing moment in your life?
It was a time when my elder sister was delivering a baby, her first baby, and actually I happened to walk into the theater because I was so excited.
Have you ever made a decision that changed your entire life? And what was it?
I guess that was the time when I decided to marry my wife. That made a huge difference to my life.
What have you always wanted to try but never found the courage to do?
I really wanted to join the armed forces at one particular time. Not that I didn't have the courage, but I never had the opportunity to go in.
What could you spend all day talking about?
Oh, I can talk about movies all day because I'm absolutely obsessed with films.
What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard someone say out loud?
Well, I would say politicians who have been saying all the time that they can fix the country and never keep to their promises. Anyway.
What is the most impressive skill you have?
Well, my father used to say all the time that I took into photography like a duck heading into water. So I guess my best talent is my photography. And of course there are some hidden talents that I never exploited, which is, I guess, acting.
What are your hobbies?
My hobbies actually is watching movies and traveling. I have done a lot of crazy traveling without planning.
What quality do you possess that makes you stand out from others?
Whatever I do in my life, I always do it with a very open heart. And I'm always true in my conscience. So I guess being true to yourself is one of the best qualities that I have.
What is an invention that you consider priceless?
Internet is one. The ability today to get in touch and the right of information of anything that you really want to know.
What is the best professional advice you have ever received?
Once again, given by my father, all the time, he would say, whatever you do in your life, be true to yourself.
What is a book that influenced your way of thinking?
Well, actually, two books. That is, one was Mahatma Gandhi and the other was Lee Kuan Yew.
What is the word you say the most?
Again, system. I use that many a times.
What are your top 3 travel destinations in Sri Lanka?
Oh, in Sri Lanka, Haputale would be one. The next one is Kandy. The other one is down south.
What is your definition of Sri Lankan politics?
Very disappointing at the moment. For the last 71 years, so many politicians have been trying to fix this country. Unfortunately, we haven't gone forward, but we are stagnated. And if you look at the lives of the majority of people, the quality of life, more people, more politicians who have fixed their lives, their private lives.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, actually, I really want to serve my country. That is something that I've been looking at doing at the moment because professionally, the fourth generation of Jonathan's, which is my children, have taken over the business. So I have had this urge to serve the poor of my country. So if I get the opportunity to serve my country, that is what I'm looking for in the next 5 years.
What is a change you'd like to bring about in Sri Lanka?
Well, the most important thing right now is to bring all communities together. As we all know that we had a terrible 30-year war, okay, and then we managed to sort of settle that, and all of a sudden, out of the blues, we had this terrible, thing that happened in April. With that in mind, every politician, every right-thinking politician should get together, irrespective of the party politics.
What excites you the most?
Seafood, buffet, that will be one thing that excites me quite a bit. I just love the crabs and the prawns, and every Sunday we would sort of get together and have that exciting times most of the time.
What brings out the inner child in you?
Many things, like when I see my grandnieces, sometimes my nephews, so we have that brings out my childhood, that most of the time I relate to them, and I guess I'm sure they're bored sometimes with it anyway. They heard those stories many times over.
If you could take only 3 items with you to a deserted island, what would they be?
A good pack of and some good music. As company, I'll take my wife along as well.
In what ways are you a leader? In what ways are you a follower?
Well, as a leader, I would follow exactly according to the leadership. And as a follower, I'll follow exactly what the leader would lay down the rules.
If you could change one law, what would it be?
Well, I would say give the women a chance. Let them go buy their own. Why deprive them? There's all male chauvinism here.
If you could have one superpower, what would it be and how would you use it?
Well, teleportation, I would say, would be the best thing.
If your entire life was a movie, what title would best fit?
I'd say The Magnificent Man.
Which historical figure would you most like to be?
Julius Caesar.
What is home to you?
A very happy place to relax and live.
What 3 things do you think of the most each day?
First thing is my family, my business, my country.
If you had a warning label, what would yours say?
Keep off my grass. Okay, so that's the end of the first segment. I was a bit nervous, but then I guess I'm a bit more relaxed now. Let's see how the next one goes. Okay, so the second segment is Who Am I? Well, I got another board to go through. Okay, let's see what it says. What would Jehan do if he was the President of Sri Lanka? Wow, okay, brilliant. The first thing I would do is change the whole constitution of the country and reduce the number of members in parliament. What was Jehan's dream job growing up? Actually, I really wanted to be an actor. That was my dream job, even though I never got an opportunity in the sense of becoming a professional actor. I have acted in a couple of teledramas and appeared in a small part in a movie. Actually, I'm still looking forward to doing that. So what is Jehan's dream car? If I can get hold of a Lamborghini, that would be one. How would Jehan's best friends describe him, a very humble and a genuine friend. Is Jehan an introvert or an extrovert? Definitely an extrovert. If Jehan could be anyone in the world, who would it be? That would be the best social worker, I guess. So, what is the first thing Jehan notices about a person? Yeah. Well, the first thing, I guess, is the attire that the person is wearing or their appearance, I guess. What really makes Jehan angry? Definitely dishonest people. Is Jehan a clean or messy person? Very clean person. I don't like the mess. Is Jehan a gym freak? I'm not a freak, but I love going to the gym. What would Jehan do if he wins $1 million? Well, I had to be honest here. I'd definitely go on a huge world tour. Definitely part of it will go to the most needy. What is Jehan's biggest pet peeve? Well, a wet glass, I guess. What is Jehan's most fondest memory? My childhood, definitely. What motivates Jehan? Well, any challenge. What was the last gift Jehan gave someone? Well, I think the gift that I gave my wife, I think that's what I remember as could be the last one. Does Jehan cook? Yeah, I love to cook. And I can really cook. I learned to cook when I was in Australia. What are the top 3 goals on Jehan's bucket list? Niagara Falls is one. Travel to the United States and looking forward to acting again. Does Jehan believe in luck? I guess I believe in it. And certain things, I guess you need some sort of luck. I guess I was lucky to end up with my wife as well. So I feel I'm lucky. What is Jehan's idea of heaven? Well, I guess it's heaven on earth. What is Jehan's favorite 3-word sentence? Whatever you do, be honest. What is the most impressive skill Jehan has? The best skill, I guess, is my photography. What is Jehan's favorite horror movie? Psycho. When I was a kid, I don't know, for some reason somebody took me there and I hardly watched that movie. What is Jehan's passion? Definitely movies. Where did Jehan school? St. Joseph's College. What is Jehan's favorite sport? Actually cricket, even though I excel in athletics. What is the brand of Jehan's perfume? Nothing in particular, anything that smells good. How many siblings does Jehan have? Actually 5. Unfortunately, I lost my brother. That's 4 sisters and a brother. Who is Jehan's celebrity crush? J-Lo. What is Jehan's favorite genre of music? Light and easy. That was quite interesting. I'm looking forward to the next one. Let's see how we go. Never have I ever. Let's see how it goes.
Never have I ever pretended to know a stranger.
Actually, I have.
Never have I ever worn sleepwear and pretended it was clothing.
I guess I have never.
Never have I ever sang in the shower.
Many a times I have.
Never have I ever pretended to laugh at a joke I didn't get.
I have, just to please so many people.
Never have I ever tried out to be an extra in a movie.
Actually, I have. It was a single movie called Karate Joe. And the director saw me and he said, why don't you just go and stand next to that? So I was part of the small scene at that time.
Never have I ever made a duck face when taking a selfie.
Oh, many times I have.
Never have I ever looked out the car's passenger seat window and imagined it was a scene from a music video.
I imagine a lot of things when I drive, so I have actually.
Never have I ever reread an email immediately after sending it.
Definitely I have, just to make sure that I've sent it properly.
Never have I ever daydreamed about being on a talk show and what I'd talk about.
Well, I could say yes, I have. And daydreamed about being on programs like Oprah Winfrey, I guess.
Never have I ever Googled my own name to see what comes up.
I have, definitely, just to see what they say about me.
Never have I ever agreed with something Donald Trump said.
Actually, I don't agree with him at all.
Never have I ever thought about what type of dog I would be.
I haven't, but if I ever, if reincarnation is true, I'll definitely be a Labrador.
Never have I ever lied about my age to hit on a girl.
I have, actually. I'm very guilty of that.
Never have I ever been with the former lover of my best friend.
No, I never have.
Never have I ever given or received a lap dance.
Received, actually, not given.
Never have I ever been arrested.
No, I have never been arrested.
Never have I ever dined and dashed.
No, I haven't.
Never have I ever had a paranormal experience.
Well, I have never.
Never have I ever looked through someone else's phone without their permission.
I have, I had to admit, of course, my wife's phone, I think.
Never have I ever worked with someone I hated with the burning fire of 1,000 suns.
No, I haven't really, never.
Never have I ever had a bad fall because I was walking and texting.
I actually did have a fall. Actually, not a fall, but I knocked on a person and both of us fell together.
Never have I ever lied about a family member dying as an excuse to get out of doing something.
No, I have never.
Never have I ever injured myself while trying to impress a girl I was interested in.
No, I haven't, luckily not.
Never have I ever fallen in love at first sight.
I have.
Never have I ever stolen something from a restaurant.
No, I have never.
Never have I ever sung karaoke in front of people.
Oh, I have. I love singing.
Never have I ever thought I was going to drown.
I have, actually. This was in Australia, and this was in the beach, where I just walked into the beach and didn't realize how deep it was, and I got caught to a current, and I was saved by a guy who was on a surfboard. So here I am, lucky, alive.
Never have I ever been awake for 2 days straight.
Not 2 days straight.
Never have I ever tried to cut my own hair.
I have, actually, a few times.
Never have I ever bungee jumped.
I have never, but I would like to try one day.
Never have I ever cheated on a test.
Well, I have, somewhere in grade 4 or 5.
Never have I ever shot a gun.
I have, actually.
Never have I ever broken a bone.
Thankfully, no, I have never.
Never have I ever gotten stitches.
I have. When I was a kid, I was on an estate, and for some reason, a friend of mine just locked me out, and I was so angry and I smashed the window, and it gave me a huge cut.
Never have I ever cried in public because of a song.
Yes, I have, watching a movie.
Never have I ever accidentally said I love you to someone.
I don't think I have, never.
Never have I ever lied during this game.
Well, I didn't. So we come to the end of it. Actually, at the start, I was a little bit nervy, but went off very well. I absolutely thoroughly enjoyed it. And I think this is something unique that High TV is doing. And hope you guys will enjoy it in the future as well.